it's hard to be a single parent and date. It's just hard because it's like you want to date somebody who will accept your child, but you also want to date somebody who, you know, will be there for you and who will also, you know, be there for you when it comes to supporting you and your relationship with your ex, your co-parenting relationship with your ex. I think it's important to be with somebody who encourages that.
The foolishness of dating single mothers. The analysis of baby mama drama. Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. In the Manosphere, dating single mothers is out of the question. In this video, we are giving you an example of quote-unquote baby mama drama. First off, I want to give credit to the lady that posted this video. We are using this for educational purposes, so please do not go to her channel to trash her or anything in that regard. Now, it's time for us to dive into this and do what we have to do. Because we men, ain't we? We men, ain't we? Shit.
Okay, let's just start off. So my name is Harmony. I'm 25 years old and my son's name is Elijah and he is 6 years old. I have been a single mom now for 4 years. Me and his dad split up when he was 2. So in the last 4 years, a lot of bullshit has happened in that 4 years. So obviously when you have a baby, you are not thinking about...
Red flag. A lot of bullshit happened in 4 years. Not 4 minutes, not 4 hours, not 4 days, but 4 years. An experienced man already knows to get the fuck out of here. However, we are here for educational purposes. So, let's get into the foolishness.
In that 4 years. So, obviously when you have a baby, you are not thinking about, you know, breaking up at that moment. You're thinking about your family. You're going to be a family and, you know, you want everything to go good. You want to be a family for your child. And for me, I always wanted to give my son or daughter or, you know, my kids a stable family. And things don't always work out the way that you want them to. So I chose to leave my son's dad when my son was 2, and I'm not going to go into like all the details why, but our relationship just wasn't healthy. It just wasn't the same as it was, and we were honestly very, very young.
Another red flag. Like I always say, women will always tell on themselves, and a lot of times they do this without saying what actually matters. She talks about always wanting a stable family, yet she is the one that decides to leave the father of his son when their son is 2 years old, and she's not going into details why she broke up with him. That's exactly where the foolishness can be found. Why was this man good enough to get you pregnant? You talk about wanting a stable family. How does that look like to you? And what did this man do for you to expect stability in a family? When you start asking women these types of questions, you will get some of the most ridiculous answers. The relationship was not how it used to be. Of course not. You have a son. It's a life-changing addition to your life.
And we were honestly very, very young. So we were 20 when we split up. And I feel like at that time of my life, I was struggling so hard with trying to find who I was. And doing so when you have a baby, especially at such a young age, is so damn hard. And
red flag. She needed to find herself. You hear this a lot these days.
I have been in love before.
Have been. Where's that love now? I rest my case.
I think it's the relationship ran its course. We grew apart. I needed to go and grow as an individual, and I was no longer in love with him the way that I was in the beginning because we were growing up together.
When women talk to each other, this is their wordplay, and that's why we have this foolishness in our communities. When you have a baby, finding yourself is not an excuse. You have the responsibility to bring stability, and you are about to bring a lot of drama to your son's life.
And so we broke up, and our relationship after our breakup was not the worst, but it also wasn't the best. It was just kind of whatever. We were just trying to work through the new normal and get used to, you know, not being together. So about a year after we broke up, a lot of shit happened in that year. I had a boyfriend, and me and my son's dad got into the court system, which is a whole another topic of discussion. But just so you guys know, me and his dad have been going back and forth to court for the last, 4 years.
After a year, she has a new boyfriend, and she ends up in court with the father of her son. Let me tell you something. Women, especially black women, do not take men to court unless there is a big check waiting for them. It's the child's father that's most likely fighting to see a glimpse of his son. Once again, she doesn't say what matters because it will make her look bad. And as an experienced man, I can smell the foolishness miles and miles away. You can see that she doesn't like to be in court because she wants complete control over the child like most black women do. She wanted, because she's single at the time of this video, to have the new boyfriend play father to the kid. And that's why she doesn't want the biological father to interfere. That's why he took her to court. I want to see my son.
When you start going to court with your son's mom or your daughter's mom or son's dad or daughter, whatever, with your ex, it gets messy, and people say things about each other, people do things, it's just petty, and it's a lot of drama. It's just messy. I just highly recommend that you stay out of the court systems if you can, and just try to figure it out on your own like adults. Unfortunately, me and my son's dad were never able to do that, so it is what it is. After our breakup, things were difficult between us. We would fight all the time, and even in our relationship, we were fighting a lot, disrespecting each other a lot.
Never able to do that. Always fighting. About what? What are you fighting about? She's not giving us any details, but she will tell on herself soon.
I would rather my son grow up with us being separate in relationships with other people than us together and fighting all the time. And I just, at the time when I was in the relationship, I would always think, is this what I want for the rest of my life? Do I want this forever? Do I want to be fighting forever? Do I want to be miserable? How am I going to feel in 10 years from now? How am I going to feel in 20 years from now? Like, all of those things were things that were running through my head, and I was only 20. So it was just a lot for me. Anyway, we ended up breaking up, and I never thought that things would turn into what they've turned into now. So when my son turned 3, his dad started dating a girl. And no shade to her, because I really don't want this video to come off as like I'm trying to start drama, because I'm really not. I'm just trying to say how I felt, because my feelings are valid, and how I feel is valid. And he started dating this girl. Of course, I was upset at the beginning, because it's hard to see the person who you thought was going to be like your family, and even though I was the one who left, it still hurt me to see or to think of him being with another girl, because I had never seen him be with another girl, especially with our son. Or I'd seen him be with other girls. That's a lie. He was with a lot of girls in high school.
Touche! You see, they will always tell on themselves. Her ex-boyfriend / baby daddy is one of those guys that has options. It makes her insecure as f, and as a defensive mechanism, she's picking fights with him. And now that he has a new serious girlfriend, she feels a certain way about it. Black women do not know how to be in a relationship. They do not know how to communicate with a man without causing a fight. In her opinion, you are her possession, and she did not give you any permission to be with another girl. She's out there finding herself, gets a new boyfriend, makes it hard for you to see your son. This is all attention-seeking foolishness. And now the man hit you with the kryptonite. Another woman.
But I had never seen him be with another girl after me. So it was really hard for me. And from the very beginning, I was never respected as my son's mom. His girlfriend would always post pictures of my son on social media. And, you know, it was just very, very difficult for me to accept the fact that this person who I had never met before was, you know, claiming my son as her own. And it hurt me. It really did. And it brought out a side of me that I did not like. It made me very bitter. It made me very angry. It made me very sad. It made me very mad, and just all these feelings that I did not like. And this went on for 2 years. I mean, it's still going on, but it was really bad for 2 years. It was very, very bad, super toxic. Me and my friends would always fight with him and his girlfriend on social media, and it was just messy and just unnecessary bullshit drama.
Once again, what does stability look like to you? Because what's happening here is not a coincidence. A lot of these females make emotional decisions in the moment, and the sisterhood is encouraging this foolishness. Me and my friends were fighting him and his girlfriend on social media. You see how immature this sounds? This is going on for 2 years and it's still going on. If you're still thinking about dating a single mother, she's going to expose herself some more for you to learn.
So last year when I decided to be a surrogate, I told myself that I was going to really take a step back from all the bullshit, all the, you know, social media drama and all of that. And I told myself that I was going to, you know, focus on myself, focus on my mental health, and focus on the pregnancy and all of that stuff. Well, a lot of people asked me what my son's dad thought about me being a surrogate, and I never told him because we never had that type of relationship where we could talk or, you know, communicate about anything. Like when he would pick up my son, or I would go pick up my son from his house, I would like say something to him and he would straight up ignore me. Like I would be trying to have a conversation with him and he would like look the other way, or, you know, just completely dismiss me. And after somebody does that to you so many times, it's like, what the fuck is even the point of talking to you? Like,
baby daddy drama. There's a reason or reasons why this guy doesn't want to talk to her. I've had friends of my ex-girlfriends looking at me angry. I didn't understand why, and when I talked to them, they would say all of these negative things about me. You don't do this, you don't do that. And when I told them my side of the story, they were surprised. They never heard it, and to take it a step further, they don't care to hear my side of the story from my ex-girlfriend. They believe everything that these women are telling them, and if they don't do that, this happens.
I'm sorry, sis. Okay, I don't know where you come from, but listen, men have the responsibility of skeeting in the woman, okay? Yes.
And you opened your legs for them to skeet in you.
Portion. But the man is responsible for skeeting in the woman. So I don't know whose side you're on, sis.
You are not allowed to disagree with the sisterhood. I'm not even going to jump on the surrogate part.
I'm not even going to sit here and try, because I'm not going to sit here and feel stupid of trying to talk to you and you're ignoring me. So our relationship it was just never like the same after he started dating this girl.
The relationship was never the same since he had a new girlfriend. But what did you expect, girl? Life is not all about you. And that's why you don't date single mothers, guys. They are always connected with the father of their kids. There's a reason why they broke up. In this case, she breaks up with him, but has a problem with his new girlfriend. Why in the blue hell would you want to settle for this? Why do you want to take all of this baggage? She is not an unattractive woman. You want to smash? Is that it? Let's take the sex out of it. There. Now, what's left? Baby daddy drama, her son, she's emotionally unavailable, emotionally unstable. She doesn't know how to be a girlfriend. Fellas, stop thinking with your dick. You're not going to have sex with a woman all the time. Don't settle for this foolishness. Be on your purpose.
And I grew up with parents who were divorced, and they never ever made me feel like their problems were my problems. And I started to feel like that's what we were doing to our son, and it made me feel like the shittiest mom in the world. And I knew that I had to be the bigger person, and I had to stop. I had to stop feeding into it. I had to stop getting so mad. I had to stop being so bothered, and ultimately I had to forgive him.